Hey, peace, dumelang. Hello, family. Welcome to another YouTube video with me, your host, Mathics Mahlangu. Now, as of today, we're going to do a young series of the chakras. I'm going to do them one by one. I have a video of all the chakras I did last year. You can also check that out for more information. So, we're going to be doing that for the next 7 days. So, we're going to kickstart it off. These videos are not going to be long. We're going to start it off with the root chakra. Now, first of all, you need to understand before we get into chakras, what is a chakra? So a chakra is a Sanskrit word which means a spinning wheel. These chakras are not necessarily physical, which is why some of the scientists debate a lot in terms of, do we really have chakras? No, these chakras exist in an energetic realm, in a realm outside the physical body, in what we call your etheric body. That's where the chakras reside at. So mystics and ancient spiritual people, gurus, messiahs, it's well documented. 5,000 years before Christ, all over the world, there's been documents of this energy that dwells within man, that awakens and then opens up these centers. So you have more than seven, but there's seven major ones. There's like 100 and something, even more, and you just have seven major ones. So it's a Sanskrit word, chakra, meaning a spinning wheel. So now, what are these wheels? These wheels are wheels of intelligence, wheels of light. And when they spin at certain frequencies or at certain speeds. And the speed that it spins at determines the level of thought that you can get to tap into, because a chakra is a realm of thought, which just means that where you are residing psychically in a particular chakra is where you get to think at, or where you get to it's how far you have developed. So now we have seven major chakras, as I said. So the first one is the root chakra. Now the root chakra is the first chakra to develop, and each of these chakras develop in specific ages. Now, from the age of 0 to 7 years old, you are dealing with your root chakra, which is red in color. And that particular chakra, on a psychic level, it deals with survival and fear. This is why you see kids, they mostly not interested in things of power and all of that. All they care about at a young age, when they are born, when they are babies, is just surviving. You know, they have to eat. They instinctively know how to go for the breast. It's because that root chakra is active. And they are also scared of loud noises, because it also deals with that. It deals with fear. So from the ages of 0 to 7, you are dealing with that. You are developing your root chakra. So if you are a parent, it is important what you instill or what you expose your kid to in those years of development. Because another thing is that the root chakra has the longest wavelength out of all the colors. So when someone is in their root chakra from the ages of 0 to 7, they are basically still in a dream mode. You see, this is why kids, they fantasize so much, is that they are still locked into the planes above. They are basically in a dream state. They are still in a, I hope I'm still recording here. Okay. All right. They are still in a dream state. Their brain waves are still tapped into a state that is of the higher nature. So they are basically dreaming. They have not fully locked their consciousness into the physical body, which is what happens as you develop the other chakras. So that chakra deals with survival. Now, even when you are old, it doesn't mean that the chakra stops developing there, because you can be old, but you still work with your root chakra. Now, the chakras deal with certain elements, and the element of the root chakra is the earth element. So when you walk around in nature, you know, when you walk around barefoot, these are ways to connect with your root chakra. When you go hiking, when you go jogging, when you are exercising, things that deal with the physical world, things that deal with the physical body, the certain types of foods that you eat, the certain types of crystals that I speak about. You can check that out on my Twitter for more details on the type of crystals that you can work with. So they are blockages that you can experience as an adult that can block your root chakra from being fully active. And what that have and if your root chakra is blocked, what happens is that you have a lack of being grounded. You are not a grounded individual. So you need to be grounded as an individual, and the way that you ground as an individual is that you need to face your fears, because they are blockages, and one of the blockages of the root chakra is fear. So you need to sit down, ask yourself, what am I scared of? What am I afraid of? It could be your parents, it could be the unknown, it could be any number of things. So this is how you unblock your root chakra, by facing your fears and acknowledging them. And when you acknowledge your fears, you will realize that your fears are nothing but illusions that exist in your mind. So that's one thing that can block your root chakra. It is blocked by fear. So if you want to work with it, work with the earth element. This is how you work with the root chakra. And once you do that, you can become a grounded individual, so that when you begin to tap into the higher chakras and you are getting major downloads, especially from the seventh chakra, you are grounded and you don't go crazy. Most people who lose their minds is not just things that happen in the psyche and in the mind. It's because they are lacking the groundedness of the root chakra. They are not grounded to the earth, so they are way out there and they have nothing that grounds them. Your root chakra is that. It is your roots. What do roots of a tree do? They anchor a tree to the earth. So the root chakra anchors you to the earth. It is your foundational phase. So it is a very important chakra. Most people skip it, or they don't find it to be important in spirituality. They only want to look at the third eye and the crown chakras and the cosmic things, but then they forget about the root chakra. And that's one of the greatest mistakes that you can make, because you came to earth to experience physicality. So how can you leave the root chakra? So that is the information of the root chakra right there, ladies and gentlemen. It is the ages of 0 to 7 that you are dealing with that. So as I said again, if you have kids, be careful in terms of what you show them, because from the age of 0 to 7, you are programming your mind in terms of what it's going to function on for the rest of its life. So because the kid is still in a dream trance-like state, they are taking in things and they are not able to yet block out. So they are just learning from reality. This is why you see kids imitating kids that look cooler, or kids, they are imitating. Is because they are taking in input. They are taking in, learning. So what you input in kids at those ages, it's very important. That's why it's also dangerous. See, that's why they start kids learning a school at ages of 6 to 7, because they're still programmable. And they start programming them with the systematic lies, and it's hard for adults to let go once they are old, because this started when they were kids. So it's very important to know about these chakras. They are psychic forces. There's certain planets also that deal with the root chakra, so you need to learn about that astrologically as well, in terms of what planet deals with the root chakra, so that you can also work with that. Do research. The more you know about these things, the more you can get to connect with them. So that is the root chakra in a nutshell. Thank you. Peace, love, and light to you all, family. So remember, let's get grounded. Wear red if you feel like you want to connect to the root chakra. You could do color therapy as well, by wearing red, by exposing yourself to red food. You could eat tomatoes, things like that, because it has that frequency. It has that frequency of the root chakra. So to be grounded to Mother Earth, to Gaia, to this beautiful place, you need to connect with that root chakra. You need to connect with that root chakra. Peace, love, and light to you all, family. Much love.